Hi, everybody. It's Angela Madison. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. Whether you watch this live or on replay, we're just going to be sharing about plexus and how this has changed everything for us. There's several of my great friends that are going to be sharing their personal testimonies, and I'm going to be sharing as well, closer to the end though. And we're going to make sure you know how everything works, what it's all about, and we're excited to share with you today. So first of all, I want to ask if Cecilia's on. Cecilia, will you be able to jump on right now? And if she can't yet, then I'll have Deborah start.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can go
Okay.
ahead and start. We're going to start with you, and we're going to do it a little differently. So go ahead and start sharing your testimony. I'm so excited.
Okay, so hi, my name is Cecilia Schmidt, and I'm a Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I've been doing this for about 7 months. And I got started just to support Angela in her new endeavor, and I wasn't really expecting anything out of it other than maybe just some good vitamins. But after a couple weeks, I started feeling really good, just sleeping better. And for the first time, I have 7 children, so I try to sleep as much as I can get in. But for the first time in a very long time, I had energy, and I felt I was getting up at like 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 without an alarm. And I thought, wow, you know, there's something to this. So she invited me to an event, which was amazing because I got to hear a lot of testimonies. So I knew that there was a lot to look forward to, even though I'd already started feeling better. So fast forward just a couple weeks after that, I noticed that my mood just started changing. I had a steady, just happy mood. So I started doing a lot of research because I was like, there's something to this. I would stay up late at night and I would read everything I could find about gut health, about plexus, about the science behind it, just research like crazy. So I told my family about it, and I shared a couple videos with them and testimonies. So my whole family started, like my mom, my sister, my brother. So that was shortly after I started, and I started getting like big bonuses for sharing. And so basically, fast forward 7 months, plexus has really changed. Sorry, Suri's trying to talk to me. Plexus has changed so much for me in my health. And like I said, just feeling like $1,000,000 and still waiting for people that I talk to, that have been on plexus for years, just that it just keeps getting better and better. Every time I'm at an event, I find someone, I'm like, well, how long have you been doing this? Just to, you know, see what I can find out, because I'm still doing research, and everything I'm finding, it's in line with the way I feel. It's in line with the science. And I've now started a business doing this, and I love it. And it's just brought so much more to my life. I needed more, and plexus has been the vehicle to give that to me.
Awesome. That's so exciting, Cecilia. Thank you for sharing. And let me brag on her, because like she said, she's a busy mama, and she still has found time to do this and share with people because she cares so much about people. So this is Deborah, my neighbor and friend. I don't know if you, hopefully, let me scoot it over. And Deborah, I'll let you go ahead and share a little bit about your story and your life.
Okay, thank you. My name is Deborah Smith. I'm also a Gold Ambassador with Plexus. And so my story begins about 1.5 years ago. I have a farm, and I work really hard during the day, need all my energy and everything I have to be able to do my work well. And I noticed I was starting to get pains in my feet when I would work outside, and I didn't know what it was. So I kind of ignored it, and a couple of weeks went by and it began to get worse. My feet started to swell. I was getting pain shooting up into my toes. And couple more weeks went by. I was just kind of ignoring it, just thought maybe I did something. And I started waking up in the morning, and my feet were so swollen that I actually would have to walk on the side of my feet, like to get to the bathroom in the morning. And I just thought, what is going on? I don't understand this. It went into my hands. And at that point, I really started to get worried. So I went, to my doctor and found out through blood work that I had osteoarthritis and the beginnings of rheumatoid arthritis. So I'm not sure what month it was. It was either the summer or fall of 2020. It got so bad, my ring fingers, both of my ring fingers began to click. I don't know if you've never had it. It was painful, and sometimes I couldn't undo my finger. I had to take my other hand to actually get it back into place. And it was just bad. It got to the point I couldn't open up water bottles. It was just really terrible. So fast forward a couple of weeks, I was talking to my friend Angela, and I actually overheard her talking about plexus and about these supplements she was using because she had pain in her hands and her elbow and her shoulder, and it was keeping her up at night. And I thought, oh my goodness, I got to try something. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get on chemical medicines because I knew I was going to be seeing a rheumatologist within 2 weeks at that point. And so I started the products, and about a month into the products, I realized I'm getting more energy. I'm feeling better. I was on the triplex and I was on the ease. And about week 6, all of a sudden I discovered I'm not having to massage my thumbs at night. I'm not having the pains shooting in my toes. So it took a couple of months. So I've been on plexus now for 7 or 8 months, and I am 75% better. I lost 15 pounds that was due to inflammation. I do not have shooting pains in my toes. My feet are rarely swollen, only if I work really, really hard. And some of that doesn't have anything to do with the arthritis. Really, my hands aren't swollen. My rings fit properly now. So I am so much better. I'm so thankful. My night sweat stopped due to the X Factor Plus, and I wasn't even doing it for that. So I just feel like a totally different person. I am so thankful for these products. I love them, and I will be taking them forever. So thank you for listening to my testimony.
Awesome. And Melanie, are you available to go ahead and share your amazing story? Cannot wait to hear from you. Melanie, are you on? Okay, there you go. Yeah, go ahead. And I'm going to mute myself.
Sorry, you cut out for a second.
Yeah, you had cut out. I think Madison is going to share first, and if we have another minute, then I'll share.
Okay, so my name is Madison, and this is my mom, Melanie, and we are both senior gold ambassadors with Plexus, which is really great because we get to do it together. So I love that. But I'm just going to take my long story and shorten it down for you guys. But ever since I can remember, I've had food sensitivities throughout high school, and then going into my freshman year of college, it really went downhill. I was getting super fatigued. I would have energy crashes that were just uncontrollable. And honestly, I really wasn't sure what to do. I had brain fog and all kinds of stuff. Then in the spring, my school actually shut down for COVID. And so I was able to come home, which was a blessing how that all lined up because I wasn't feeling well. And just getting through the day at college was really difficult. So I came home and I went to a naturopathic doctor. And she introduced me to leaky gut, candida, all of that type of stuff. And it was really helpful for understanding maybe a little bit more of what was going on in my body. So she gave me a lot of vitamins. She put me on the elimination diet. So I wasn't eating gluten, dairy, sugar, corn, peanuts, like pretty much anything. And so I was cutting out some of those inflammatory foods. But what I had realized was I still wasn't taking in the nutrients from all the vitamins that she was giving me. So it was helping in a way, but I was still at my lowest low as far as my health, overall health. So then fast forward to the next school year, I go into my sophomore year. I'm still on the elimination diet up at college. So I have a personal chef really for myself. And it was honestly a really big struggle for me to be at school and be wrestling with all of those things. And my doctor had even said to not work out and to just be careful and take it easy and stuff because I had no energy already. So then I ended up I guess the next summer, the investment was a lot with the naturopathic doctor, and we were just putting out a lot of money for vitamins that didn't seem to be improving my health. And so we decided to switch gears and go to a homotoxicologist. And she really works with like getting to the toxins in your body and helping to extract those. So she helped me a lot and gave me a lot of different remedies. And again, it was still expensive. But she, by the end of our protocol, her typical regimen with her clients, we had this conversation and she just asked me how I was doing and I was updating her. I was like, I'm still feeling super bloated after every meal. I'm still fatigued. I don't feel like I've seen much noticeable difference from when I started. And she's like, huh. And she was pretty dumbfounded that her protocol wasn't working for me. So then fast forward through the summer, now I'm home in the fall and I'm introduced to Angela Madison. And at this point, I was kind of just fed up with my health altogether. And I was like, Lord, can you just heal me? Like, show me what it is. Show me the things that you want me to do to help my body or even just supernaturally heal me. And so I had really been looking up to Angela, and I went over to her and asked for her to pray for me. And she did, and it was awesome. And then she ended up sharing with me later. She's like, I don't think it's a coincidence that you came to me talking about your gut health, because I actually work with this company that specializes in gut health, and I would love to share more with you. And I was like, yes, please. I'm so desperate. I need something. And what I didn't know is that it could be this simple. And I'm so, so thankful, because just even with a couple weeks into the protocol that was addressing inflammation, gut health, and then blood sugar, which I had never even thought was a part of this issue, which we're actually learning now is really linked to those crashes that I was having and the anxiety jitters and things that I just didn't even associate with my gut. Now, a couple weeks in, I was already recognizing more regular bowel movements and clearer mind, and the brain fog lifted up, and I was having more energy and just enthusiasm and not getting so stressed out in public situations and things like that. So that was only a couple weeks in, and I know it's just a process, and so I'm still growing and still healing every day. But I'm so, so thankful for Plexus. I'm thankful for this opportunity to now share with other people how it can be an easy and affordable solution for their health issues too. So that's my story.
And then I think for me, just to add, just from a mama standpoint, it was just an amazing thing to see the life come back into my girl. I mean, and just in just such a simple, like she said, in a quick way, we were just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And so it really grabbed my attention, and I wanted to know, well, why are these products working so well? Why are they making such an impact where some of these other things that we were spending a lot of money on were not? And so it does go back to the blood sugar balance, the inflammation, and just the gut health in general, and just addressing all of these things. And so for me, I decided, okay, well, I want to try some of their products too. And I had been dealing with some hormonal weight that happens when you get to be my age, and just really had gotten to a plateau that I just couldn't seem to break through. And all of the things that I used to do before that worked just didn't seem to be working anymore. And so I just knew that I had a bigger problem to deal with, and that I was going to need a little help. And so I was happy to find that by starting on the Slim product, which is the blood sugar balancer. Part of what that does is I noticed even after day 3 that I was just really not having sugar cravings anymore, not having really any salty cravings. It was like just the blood sugar was just so stable that I just really, it controlled my appetite too. So even though I was eating healthy, maybe I was still eating more calories than I needed to. And so that helped. But then they also have a product called MetaBurn, and that one digs into the deep stored fat that's kind of hard to get to, that kind of dangerous fat that's around your organs and things like that. And anyway, I just started that product, and really through the holidays, when normally I would have gained weight, through November and December, through, like I said, Thanksgiving and Christmas, I actually lost 10 pounds. And really noticed the inches. It was not just water weight or something like that. It was really digging into that weight that needed to come off. And so I was really happy about that, of course. And so anyway, I just have really been pleased with the results we have had. And it just thinking about all of the people around us that are struggling in one way or another, that we just decided there's no way we can keep this to ourselves, that we just have to share this. There are people that are suffering, and quite honestly, they could be unnecessarily suffering. And we just love that we get the opportunity to help people feel better, and that we get to work with a company that their motto is that we are blessed to be a blessing. And they are very generous and very much wanting to help families. And so they do such a wonderful job at just in their generosity of just blessing us as we are blessing other people. It's just a win-win-win all the way around. So that's our story.
That's an awesome story. I love it. So powerful. And getting to the root really, really matters. And my name is Deirdre. And so, Angela, did you want me to do it real quick? Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to tell you why these products are doing what they're doing. So a little bit, they've talked about the roots of inflammation, blood sugar balance, and gut health. And so when you work and address those synergistically together, you just have incredible results. For our family, it helped with IBS, allergies, food allergies, the hormones, the fatigue, the weight, even sleep. Like sleep and moodiness, that hangry is all affected by blood sugar balance. And so what we have is what's called Slim. It's a packet and you mix it in with water. A lot of people take it first thing in the morning, and it helps balance your blood sugar. And like what Melanie said, it gives you sustained balance, helps people who need to gain weight, gain, lose. And you'll see like irritability go away. You'll see better improvement in mood, sleep. And this actually has a prebiotic that helps your beneficial bacteria grow by 300 times. And so it has antioxidants. It is balancing your master hormone, insulin, that's your blood sugar. And so that affects all the other hormones. And that's really powerful just for everyone these days with the type of world we live in. I mean, just think of the stress, the diet, the medications, and our environments that we live in. There's a lot of stuff our bodies have to deal with. And God's design is for it to be very, very healthy. But what's happening is we also have nutritional deficiencies, things are off. And so as we start to balance and get to these root things that help our body really thrive, then you see great forward movement in people's health. And so there's two different versions. You have the hunger control that does not have the prebiotics, but has double the amount of fiber to keep you fuller longer. The other one has the prebiotics in it, and they are two different flavors. So our next piece is gut health. You have BioCleanse and ProBio 5. Now, this is what I call the dynamic duo. Angela's holding up the bottles if you want to look over on hers. Now, BioCleanse is not a colon cleanse. It is a cleanse on a cellular level. So it is a magnesium supplement that is oxygenated to help cleanse on a cellular level. Magnesium helps 300 enzyme processes. When you're deficient in essential minerals, it just causes inflammation. Things aren't working quite as well. So what you'll see with BioCleanse is a boost in your immune system, regular bowel movements. You'll see cleaner cells, and it actually really is fantastic in helping with allergies. You can look up the individual ingredients, and it's amazing. And then, so that is like cleaning the toilet. So our next one, Probio 5, is like flushing the toilet. So everyone has a little bit of yeast when they are born. That's what scientists are finding out. And really, it's the reason we have it is to decompose us when we die. Well, when we have too much bad and not enough good, what happens is that yeast pokes microscopic holes in the lining of the digestive tract. It starts getting stuff into the body cavity. You start seeing crazy inflammation, and everyone is so different that when that happens, it will show differently in every single person. And so what the Probio 5 does, it has digestive enzymes and antifungals that go in and crack the outer shell of that yeast that is so not good for us to have overgrown. And it cracks the outer shell, which is as hard as a cockroach. It goes in, kills it off, and then you see the good guys come in, take over. Because if you don't have something coming in and cracking the outside of the shell and getting rid of the bad bacteria, it's basically like throwing good grass seed on weeds. It doesn't do anything. You have to weed out the weeds and then put in the grass seeds. And that's what this is doing. So what you'll see is a boost in your immune system, better digestion, better mood, better sleep. It is, I tell a lot of people if they're struggling with like a bug going around or something, to go up to a higher dose on this, and it just helps boost your immune system. So then our other, we call it the Fab 4, is X Factor Plus, and they talked about that. That helped a little bit with menopause, but it is a bioavailable multivitamin with chelated minerals, 19 essential vitamins and minerals to help really fill that nutritional gap. I mean, with the soil depletion and just the way our Western diet is, we do not get the nutrients we need, and our bodies really need good bioavailable nutrients. And so this is has a base aloe, so you absorb that and all the other products you're taking by 300 times more. And what you'll see is definitely help in hormones. You'll see a boost in energy. You'll be helping absorb all that you're intaking. It's really just a great addition to this. And so we also have skincare, things to help with pain, like ease. That helped Deborah amazingly with arthritis. But all of these work together to address those three. And we also have stuff for kids. Amazing for kids. And so just know that with natural healing, your cells regenerate every 90 days. And so when you're working within the design that God made to work in those 90 days, you see amazing improvement every single 90-day cycle. That's why you see people stay on this for years, because it took us years to get where we are. So it's not going to take like a week to get what took decades to create. We're not forcing it, synthetically. We're using God's natural design and the plants that He made and plugging it in to us, which is amazing. So it's not a quick fix, but it is definitely an incredible investment that you see the compound effect with time, consistency, water, and troubleshooting, figuring out what your body needs. And it really is, the sky's the limit for how good you can feel. So I'll have Angela have about 9 minutes. Angela, if you want to go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, thank you, Deirdre. And thanks everybody for sharing so far. I love hearing your stories. And this is what fuels me, okay? So this is the thing. When I started, I'm just going to quickly give you a brief overview of my story, but I was healthy, known as Fit Mama, health and wellness, because of stuff I do online, from my workouts to my karate and all the things, right? But honestly, I secretly was silently suffering for a long time. Since I was a kid, I've had digestive things and candida and yeast, and it all goes back to antibiotics I was on as a kid. And I never realized it. I just always kind of assumed it was normal, and honestly just became part of my life, that I was going to have issues in the bathroom and when cycles would come, and then it created more hormonal stuff. And a lot of the things they said definitely had major inflammation, got worse last January. My whole body was inflamed, hypoglycemic, blood sugar dips all the time, all of the things, y'all, like in pain. And I was struggling. So I finally got started on the products. And y'all, I told Deirdre, I'm not interested in anything else. I just want to feel better. I don't want to do the business or any of that. But here I am. And the reason why, y'all, the reason why is because of these life-changing products. Because these products are literally changing lives. I could not help but share, just like I would go into Target or your favorite pair of jeans or whatever, right? So my friend, I mean, all these ladies that shared are friends of mine, personal friends. Do you see how God is answering prayers through these supplements? Because this is the thing, every man, woman, and child has a gut. And I guess the more I realized how amazing these products were and how they were helping me. And of course, because as I got on these, within my first month, I felt better with energy and brain fog gone and all that. The second month, my pain was gone and it just kept getting better. And then the financial breakthrough, I have to tell y'all, when I first started, I wasn't sure if I could afford it. Just because of where I was at personally with what we're budgeting to spend our money on. My husband was working a great job, but we got a lot of bills and we got hungry boys. But this is the thing. So starting out that way, I shared with 3 people and I got back like over $300 and something. I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even trying to do anything except for I wanted my friends to feel better. And next thing I know, it multiplied more. And here I am now, like 9 months later, and I've earned a trip for my husband and I, a getaway. I've earned a trip, to Orlando, which we can choose to take our family or not. I've earned a lot of, different gifts and stuff, which that's icing on top of the cake. The most transforming thing is the fact that I'm seeing my friends and my family's lives changed. We're getting closer connected because this is an amazing community. And I feel like my passion is to see people set free, to no longer be barely surviving, barely hanging on. I want people to live their fullest of what the Lord intended for them. And they can't do that when they're sick and tired and broke. They need financial freedom as well. And that was why I said yes and jumped all in. After just a few months, I was like, oh my gosh, I saw the vision, y'all. I saw how so many people were praying for answers. And this is the vehicle which the Lord has used. And we're advancing the kingdom of God more and more because we're able to share about the Lord with people too, and share with them as they're getting healthier and like be able to minister and be able to give more. I've been able to bless other families now. I'm helping pay our bills. And my husband's even been able to step away from a position that he didn't want to be in. And now he's in a place of being able to pursue some things which the Lord has had in his heart and been dreaming about for years and years and years. So I am passionate about what this can do for you, but also what it can do for your friends. So reach out to whoever invited you to watch this video. At least find out if it's something that's a good fit for you, to see if it's something that can help you feel your best. And also, some of you that watch this might be thinking, I want in. I want to share this because I know so many people that I want to help. Some of you might be thinking, I want financial freedom. I don't want to be paycheck to paycheck anymore. And so I'm telling you, there's less than 3% of the population has heard of Plexus. And everybody has a gut. We have residual income here. So anyway, reach out to whoever invited you to watch this and find out more. And we would be happy to share more with you, and also share how you can get your products covered and so much more. So thank you so much for jumping on here. Blessings to all of you.